Howdy folks, Timber Drifter here. It's a chilly New Year's Eve day. We've had quite a lot of snow yesterday. And it hasn't really been cold here for a while. But it is today, so I'm getting used to that again. So, I'm going to smoke some Bacon Old Fashioned from Briarworks. This blend was sent to me by Brad at Pipes and Kayaks, and I believe it came from the famous Matches 860's much maligned jar of Bacon Old Fashioned. So I have smoked maybe 5 pipes of this, and I'm going to smoke it in this Country Gentleman, which has never been a particularly good smoking cob. Every once in a while you run into one of those. So I don't mind flavoring it. The tobacco has an interesting cut. It's pretty chunky and fluffy. Let me see if I can get that to where it'll show up. So this sample is, if I'm right, this is several years old, and it's probably not nearly as pungent as it was originally. But it smells like, has kind of a citrusy smell to it. Maybe a little bourbon also. Not sure. Yeah, citrusy and smoky, certainly. I have smoked a couple other Briarworks blends. I don't remember the names. I think one of them was Sweet Tea. Alright, I even have a whistle going. And I like that okay. Not something I would buy and smoke regularly, but it wasn't bad. I enjoyed it. I have a little bit different relationship with this blend. The first bowl of it that I lit up, I think I took 2 puffs and I thought, no, this is not for me. Similar to my reaction to Cornell and Diehl Cross-Eyed Cricket. It's just an odd flavor. But I have come to somewhat enjoy it. First lighting it up, it has a very similar taste to how it actually smells in the bag. And I'll say that's kind of impressive because often aromatics don't taste anything like how they smell. The tobacco springs up quite a bit on lighting it. There is an unpleasant flavor there. And I'm not quite certain what it is. And I wonder if, like the drink Old Fashioned, if this is flavored with bitters at all. Because with the citrus and the smokiness, it definitely has a bitter sometimes sweet flavor to it, similar to the bitters that are used in an old fashioned, like Angostura bitters. It's an odd blend. It's odd. But I think it's well done. I think they kind of achieved the if you put it, I've never had a bacon old fashioned, but I've drank a lot of brandy old fashions. That's a thing here in Wisconsin, where they're typically made a lot sweeter than the actual well-known and respected old fashioned. So I've never had a bacon old fashioned, but I imagine that it would taste something like this: an old fashioned with a smoky, salty piece of bacon to nibble on as you drink. And if that's what they were going for, then well done. It's not a blend for me, although I probably will smoke the rest of this sample. The taste that I found very off-putting upon my initial light up of it and every bowl since then goes away pretty quick. And I realized the other day when I was smoking this that what it reminds me of is fresh creosote. I remember I was walking a new bike trail some years ago, and there was a bridge over a creek that had just been built with fresh timbers. And they were creosote treated, obviously. And I could taste that just standing on the bridge. And it has it kind of affects you in the back of the palate, that smell. This has that the first, I don't know, couple of minutes that you're smoking it, then it goes away. So I doubt that this is flavored with creosote. And although that is somewhat unpleasant in the beginning, the blend does get more interesting as it goes down as you smoke it down. There's definitely a salty, smoky flavor to it, and that citrus kind of wafts through. Not all the time, but occasionally you kind of get this interplay between the salty, smoky, and the citrus. I can't retrohale this blend. And I think that this is probably going to go into the same category as Cross-Eyed Cricket and Warhorse Bar in the green one. As a very strange aromatic that I occasionally like to get out and smoke for a change. So in my review system, I like it, it's okay, or I don't like it. This is somewhere between I like it, or somewhere between it's okay and I don't like it. Sometimes I kind of like it. Most of the time, I could see where people would enjoy this blend. It is interesting. It's not my thing, but it is interesting and well done. So if you like odd aromatics, give it a try. So, New Year's Eve. Tomorrow starts a new year. Well, yeah, midnight. Starts a new year and a whole new decade. So, I've got a lot of things I personally want to accomplish in this new year, in this new decade. And I'm going to settle in to work on that. Wish you all the best in the next year. Good luck. And, yeah, get outside.